Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatar, joined alongside J-Dog.
Mike, it is good to see you. You blew my cover. It is spring. It is 76 degrees. I did a little self-maintenance for
Love
you,
it.
and I had to
Love
reveal
it.
it live on the show.
I wasn't sure because I said something ahead of time. I'm like, seems like the forehead moved back, but no, there's just no hair. You're back. You're back to the bald man. I love it.
I was bald during COVID when it was unsafe to go to the barber. Then I thought I have too much hair to be bald forever, so I grew it out for 5 years. But we're back. I'm digging it. It's like
I love it.
a little buzz cut on the side, but the top is pretty clean. I feel cleaner. On Tinder, Mike, the dates are already rolling in at a record clip. So that's a big comparison. I'm gonna have pre-bald stats and post-bald stats on my Tinder app. So that's exciting. And it's great weather. The Masters happened. Baseball. I thought it was a perfect time of year to shave my head.
Do you think it's like a confidence thing? Do you think the girls think he shaved his head, he's got confidence, he's willing to go bald? Like, is that a play into the dating life?
That might be a play. I think it might actually look better. Like, I'm not one to say that. Maybe you or others could chime in on that. I think it just looks like better. It's cleaner. It's like a clean look. I was looking at pictures from my brother's wedding last fall, and I've got the giant spot back there. It's like, what am I doing? This is a clean look. I could put on a suit and look amazing with this bald head.
And it's easy. You just wake up, you're ready to go. There's no maintenance, no hair combing, no nothing.
No pun intended, but I shaved like 7 minutes off my morning get ready time.
That's a long time for hair.
7 minutes. Well, Mike, getting the hair ready. Back to Hurricane Sandy days when tragedy struck. We didn't have power.
I know.
Sherlock had to get his hair ready before the flight, and I do think that was the curse I put on myself, that I was going to lose my hair by using all the water in the house to do my hair to go to the airport. Anyway.
Well, it's good. I'm glad the dates are rolling in. The head looks good. Got to keep us updated on the stats because I'm curious to see more people. That's great. That's great for all the people out there losing their hair. Shave your head. It works better for you.
The stats improve. The sex life improves. So, Mike, the Sports Hangover Hotline, you're welcome to tell me, did I get uglier? Did I get better looking? Do I look older? Do I look younger? Because so many people in the Instagram comments, Mike, they call out my hair. And that's like, call out my opinions. Call out my takes. Don't call out my physical appearance.
They literally watch it and then comment on your hair. And it's just like, they didn't listen to anything. They just decided, I'm just going to leave this comment. I know nothing about you guys. Here's my comment about hair.
Which really just tells me that they don't have a good point about the point I was making. No rebuttal in real terms. Just have to make fun of the appearance. And so let us know, listeners, if you're only listening to the audio podcast, check us out on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're in a lot of places. This bald head is going out there. Mike, you're going to blast this out on Instagram. No one knows I shaved my head. Our Sports Hangover Instagram videos are going to tell everyone about it.
It's going to be popping off. Let's continue. Real quick, let's just talk, since we're talking dating, let's talk the whole, what's her name? Dianna Russini scandal with The Athletic. We just saw something break. She left a
Breaking news. She left The Athletic. She put in her resignation.
I think she's better off without it, but it's also like, she's like, I don't want to continue this narrative. There's like things leaking, all this stuff. The Athletic hasn't even looked into it yet, hasn't released anything. She's like, I'm just dipping out. You guys aren't helping this. I'm going to go. Now, I didn't really know she's married, and Mike Vrabel is married, correct? Are these two married?
To other people. They're married
to other people, not to each other.
Yes.
Photos were very like, listen, if me and you were holding hands like that could have just been like something like, are people going to think we're dating? Like, I didn't seem that bad, but maybe in the hot tub and the hand holding, I don't know.
There was a lot of pictures. It was just the two of them. The clasping of the hands, it seemed like some kind of sun yoga pose. It seemed very sexual in nature, even though they were just clasping hands. It was during sunset. It was on top of a villa that you could only access by going inside the villa and up the stairs. Also, the pictures that leaked, a lot of people are saying this was a private investigator because these pictures are incredible. And it was the weekend right before the Arizona owners meeting. So like Vrabel was going to be there anyway in Arizona. She was there. They just went out early, a few days early, and got together. It's tough. I don't know how to think about it, honestly, because on one hand, it's like there's no proof that she was like cheating on her husband with Mike Vrabel. On the other hand, like, is she allowed to go out and achieve her sources however she so chooses? And if that happens by getting intimate with certain people, is that okay? Maybe it's not journalistic, but what is journalistic in this world of TikTok and everything else that's going on now? On the other hand, there is probably a conflict of interest when you might be hooking up with the head coach of a team, and then you're reporting on the trade rumors of A.J. Brown going to the Patriots, and maybe you're getting sources from the Patriots. People are pulling up stories from 6 years ago with the Titans, where it's like she had all these sources on the Titans when Mike Vrabel was the head coach there, and it turned out to be true. Has this been going on a long time?
Interesting.
Major distraction for her career. I always liked her. She's been around a long time.
I feel like we're going back to old school reporting. Like, get in however you can, get the sources, get the information, and she got the info, and she's out there reporting on stuff. Also, I mean, in our group thread, I said she's better off without the Athletic. No one actually reads the Athletic. I did get hooked into paying $1 a month for a year, and then I canceled.
You pay the Athletic?
I paid them $1. They wanted like $10, or I don't know what. They wanted a lot of money a month for the Athletic. I said no, but I did do the $1. I don't have it anymore, but it was definitely something like no one needs to pay for sports news when most of it is out there already.
We don't want to criticize or kill off sports journalism, Mike, because sports journalism is dying in its own way, and we've been a part of the ecosystem for decades now, so we're a part of that, and we don't want to die off ourselves. Yes, the Athletic is struggling. Yes, they're owned by the New York Times, so it is a dinosaur traditional newspaper who owns them and probably treats their employees like they want journalists to be treated. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird that she had to leave the Athletic without a full investigation. It must have been true that she was cheating. She goes on Barstool podcasts all the time and talks about her boring husband. So that's interesting that she kind of had all that out there open. I don't know who Mike Vrabel's wife is.
I don't either.
I'm sure a lot of NFL coaches cheat on their wives because of the power they have. Maybe that's terrible to say, but I think it's common.
Yeah, but there's not that many female reporters to like go to a location ahead of time before a big annual meeting and be a part of all that. So I think it's very like, listen, maybe they're friends, maybe who we don't know, and I don't know if we'll ever find out because obviously now she's gone. No one's going to dig into it. There's no.
I think they'll still dig into it.
You think they'll still dig into it?
We will, right?
Well, I mean,
Mike Vrabel's still out there cheating on his wife. Possibly.
But we don't know if that's happening, so we can't assume they're all cheating on each other, right?
She probably isn't leaving the Athletic on her own terms unless she was.
But her contract was up June 30th, so it's like very
really
soon.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not just stay until your contract's up? But it's like you're going to dip out now because it just became a viral story because there's no other NFL news. So it's like, here is all the other news. Like, this is the news. Mike Vrabel cheating on his wife. That's the NFL news.
With
right
a female reporter who has a big social presence, who goes on the Barstool pods and everything. So I think it hit a lot of intersections. I'm surprised it took off in the way it did. It made it to the top of our rundown somehow. So
it did. Yeah. Well, we were talking about dating. Also, did you know like New York Times, I think, makes all their money from their puzzle games?
I do know that. Yeah.
All their money.
They have Wordle. Wordle is a big thing.
Wordle, all these other games. I mean, that's how they make all their crossword puzzles. I remember when Aaron was pregnant, we'd play crossword puzzles all the time. Really hard.
Well, they're certainly not making their money from newspapers or journalists.
I know. All right, you want to talk Masters?
Masters happened. I got my boy Rory back here. Me and Rory, the two-time Masters champion. Did you see Rory put on the green jacket to Rory?
So it's the same jacket. Do you have to return your jacket, or is it just the same jacket? Do you take this jacket home? How does this all work?
Mike, I'll be honest with you. I'm Mr. Golf Guy over here. I didn't know that he doesn't get a second green jacket until that happened. I thought he got a second jacket. It turns out he only gets the one jacket that he keeps all the time, and so that's his jacket. I think he should get a second.
Yeah, did you get like a patch or something, like two-time champ? Or anything like that?
He'll get another Masters champion dinner next year. He gets to change the menu a little bit. Did you watch any Masters Sunday? Because I specifically instructed you to watch 3 hours of the second 9 on Sunday.
Very, very briefly. I felt like the threads were going off. I was like kind of in and out. We were out and about doing stuff at the park. But kind of, I kind of tuned in here and there, but it just doesn't excite me as much. Also, Rory had this lead that I was like, why do I even need to watch? And obviously he got down.
He did on Saturday, and he blew it. He blew a 6-shot lead to 0. He was not in the lead at times on Sunday. He took the lead on Sunday, and Mike, he tried to lose it again. It's the same shit he did last year at the Masters when he had the lead on the back 9 and choked away several times. He has so many bad shots on 15, 16, 17. He goes to 18. He drove his tee shot with, like, you can't even do this. He drove it to the other hole on 18. It was such a bad shot. He hit it to the 10th hole from the 18th hole.
I can definitely do that.
Hit it quite that far, but you could try. Honestly, CBS had a terrible final moment. I don't know if you heard about this. CBS did not know where Rory's shot on 18 was, his approach shot from right of the fairway. for over 60 seconds. They couldn't find it until they found it in the bunker. They also didn't know where his competitor, Cam Young's ball was.
How did
And
they
then
lose it,
Rory
people?
goes to hit the putt at the end, and they take a camera. I don't know if you saw this. It was from the backside. You only saw his back. You never saw the ball go in the hole for him to win the Masters. You never saw his face as he celebrated. Terrible last few minutes for CBS.
I mean, we were in one of those little remote control centers, and it does seem pretty hectic. Them throwing it back, looking around.
Oh, that
a
was
lot
a
of stuff going
CBS
on.
truck that day in LA.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you giving CBS credit in there?
I'm just saying it was it seems very hectic to do all that because it seems like every broadcast is different, right? So there's like the Masters app, you have different pairings, you have all these things going on. You have the main broadcast, and then you're trying to just hone in on these guys. You got remote camera guys running around the field everywhere. So it seems chaotic.
Golf is chaos, as we talked about on that day. It's like every production truck that covers a game, it's chaos enough. There's one ball in play. In football, baseball, basketball, hockey, there's a puck. There's one thing in play. In golf, at any one time, there's 36, 72 balls in play. How do you cover all that?
A lot.
The Masters is being criticized because so many shots are on tape, but you got to go inside the truck, the CBS golf truck. You saw how chaotic it was.
It's chaotic. I don't know how they do it. And especially because they're throwing it back. There's like, okay, we're coming back from break. This is the main broadcast, and they're cutting to this, cutting to that. So it's definitely a lot. But yeah.
It definitely is. I want to get to some NBA. Can we get to basketball and hockey as we get into some playoffs?
Yeah, I did just have, I mean, I don't even know if we even want to talk about this, but the NFL versus the DOJ, or Department of Justice, I guess they're like saying the NFL is doing stuff illegal because they're putting all their stuff behind paywalls and they want more stuff free. But supposedly 87% of all the games are on TV, or at least in local markets. That's what they're claiming, but they're going to, we might be able to get more NFL if they win.
Mike, I'm worried. I was reading through this DOJ lawsuit this week, and I saw the Sports Hangover Substack is actually listed as a money profiting.
I wish.
Yeah, it's actually on the list of things they're fighting. Everything needs to be free. That's why we're on YouTube. That's why we're on Apple Podcasts.
It needs to be free.
We talk about this on the show. They're looking into it, but what can you do? The world is changing. The media landscape is changing. If we let the DOJ operate, we're just going to broadcast networks that are free over the air for the rest of eternity. Is that what we all want? That's not the evolution of media we're looking for.
I guess it's hard because it's no matter what, it seems like everything runs on ads. Like for as long as TV's been around, there's been ads either in shows subliminally, like, hey, look at my, Quaker oats, like eat this oatmeal, or it's a ad in between breaks or whatever it is. And I think paying to then also see ads is really annoying. So if Amazon said football is free on Thursdays, all you have to do is make an account, you can see it, and we're going to run hella ads all over the place. I think that might be better off for a lot of people where it's easier. It's like, we just make all our money from ads because you can't do both. Why do I pay and then also see ads? That's what annoys me the most because it's coming everywhere now. It's like Netflix is running ads. Everybody wants to run ads and they know that's where all the money is. But if you make me pay, there's already that barrier to get in, which I have Amazon Prime. I already have it. I have HBO. Now on HBO, you can get some sports here and there, but you're also going to see ads because those are broadcast mostly on sometimes TV.
That's the thing. Those are sports coming from TNT. TNT's a cable network. The cable networks have always had ads. You pay for cable to be able to watch it. Isn't streaming just another form of cable, but more efficient?
It is, but it's so fractured, right? So if you were telling your somebody in their 80s, like, hey, you want to watch football this year, how would you explain to watch everything?
Red Zone.
Well, it'd be hard because not only you have to pay for Red Zone, you got to pay for the
YouTube
Thursday
TV.
game, the Wednesday game, the Black Friday game, the Thanksgiving game, the Christmas game.
You're right.
There's all these.
It's complicated. Baseball is just as guilty. Baseball just started the season. Every night of the week is on a different service. Even the local games, like the Yankees, play one night a week on Prime Video. Only the Yankees do that. No one else does. So it's like so complicated for all these different leagues. It's only going to get worse. We've been covering this on the pod for many years, Mike. It's the RSN business that is completely shutting down and folding in real time. And the only people that can come in with enough money to keep paying the salaries of these players, to keep the teams by making money are tech companies or the teams owning their own rights. And so we're seeing a little bit of both, where Prime and Apple are loading up on local rights as much as they can to broadcast these teams. At the same time, a team like mine, the Atlanta Braves, who has a huge loyal fan base, they just started Braves Vision this week. Braves Vision is available for everyone, and they stream it, you pay for it, but they control their own broadcasting now because the local RSN business is dying.
Well, I feel like the solution would be almost make it like NFL has all broadcast rights, and NFL is just an app within every service provider. So you have Amazon, you have Apple, you have Roku, you just click the NFL button, you get all NFL games. But that's not how it is. It's so fractured. And now, like, some of the, like, isn't the Utah Jazz or one of the Utah teams, they have their own broadcast set up, their own media, their own cameras. They're doing it all, streaming it.
I think what the Braves are doing. Yeah, a lot of teams are doing that in all the leagues.
And I get it, because you'll probably make more money because you don't have to go through multiple people to broadcast.
But you got to produce it yourself. You got to sell your own ads. There's a trade-off there. There's a cost there. And so the business is evolving in real time. I think the DOJ might have more important things to worry about at the moment. There's certainly things that affect Americans more so than the cost of streaming. I have a story coming up here about the cost of the World Cup. You talked about how difficult it was last week to get tickets for the Olympics. These are real big-time sports events happening in America that people can't afford to go to. That is a bigger issue than the streaming services charging too much for NFL, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, listen, we're pretty tech savvy. It doesn't bother us. Most of us have most of these devices anyways. But it is something where it's like MLB might not have the same fan base to continue that, or the same power, because they have so many games a year, right? So NFL has 18 weeks of games, and MLB has God knows how many weeks of. I don't even know how many.
Oh, a lot of weeks.
How many games go on? Too many. But I'm just saying, like, they might not have it, and they're trying to do the NFL model. I don't know if it's going to work for them, but we'll see what happens. It would be nice if it was just centralized in an NFL app.
I think they're trying. I think YouTube TV's trying. There's now a sports tier on YouTube TV that costs less than the normal tier. You still get all your sports channels that you want to watch. If there's ever any hope for a one-stop shop, as you say, it's YouTube TV. We're getting closer. We're just not there yet.
And is that just because they have the rights to do it? Because why can't Hulu or NBC do that same thing with the Peacock or something? Like, why can't all those
It seems like YouTube TV's already doing it. They're doing it with all of ESPN and all the cable networks, all the broadcast networks where all the major sports still live. TBS is where the Final Four is, kind of random. Oh, that's on YouTube TV. And then they're bringing in some of the streamers, like they have NBCSN to bring in Peacock events. Maybe this year on Thursday Night Football, Prime Video would cut a deal with YouTube TV and put Thursday Night Football on YouTube TV. Maybe we can do the same thing throughout all these windows, so it is a one-stop shop. Plus, YouTube TV has that great multi-view function. You can build it yourself. It took them like a few football seasons to get there, but now I'm like building a multi-view. I don't even look at the multi-views they give me. I know you're not a cable guy, you're not a YouTube TV guy. I don't even like check what are they trying to give me. It's like they know my algorithm. No, I choose it myself, because sometimes I'm adding like random CNN, like, hey, let's watch War tonight. Watch other live events. You know, it's like you might add all kinds of things in there because you don't always know what else is on. So I think YouTube TV might be the one-stop shop that you're talking about. By the way, I'm going to watch the NFL draft next week on YouTube TV. How are you going to watch the NFL draft without cable?
Well, I have YouTube, and that's where I pay for NFL ticket and NFL Red Zone. But I don't know how I'm going to watch it. I have no idea.
Are they going to give you the draft, or you're not paying enough to get the draft?
I don't know. I gotta find out. The draft is on the NFL Network
and ESPN.
And ESPN. Oh, I got Hulu. I can probably get it on Hulu somewhere.
ESPN's not live
I got
on
the
Hulu.
Hulu Disney combo package.
I don't know.
I have the combo. The Hulu Disney combo package. I think I'm paying multiple times. I have no idea, but I have that package. I can see stuff live sometimes.
NFL draft next week. I'm going to have some draft notes for you next week, some predictions, a little mock draft. One of the things I'm hearing early on from our NFL experts for next week's draft, skill position players, not a good draft for them. Not many receivers, not many running backs going. We're going to have one QB in the top 10, one running back in the top 10, maybe 0 receivers in the top 10 at this point. It's not the big skill position draft. A lot of defensive guys, edge guys, so it's not going to be the sexiest draft of our lifetime.
So we already know where Mendoza's going, right? He's going to Raiders.
Yeah, he's going to Vegas.
All right.
With Kirk Cousins on his 5-year deal.
That's great.
So draft coverage coming up next week. I want to get to some NBA stuff, Mike. NBA playoffs are coming. NHL playoffs are coming. Let's dive in. One of my notes for you on the NBA, I have a few notes here, is the Lakers are getting injuries at a terrible time. This might be Bron's last ride in LA. I don't know what you're hearing about it, but Luka is in Europe getting treatment on the hamstring. Austin Reeves, maybe it was a quad or a groin. He's supposed to be out 6 weeks, so I don't think he can play next week in the playoffs. The Lakers are a 3 seed? No, they're a 4 seed playing the Rockets, a 5 seed, but they're going to be huge underdogs because they don't have all their horses out there.
So listen, I put the model together. We have a model for NHL and NBA. My model is saying the Lakers to win the series at a 68% chance to win the series.
Wait, does the model have injuries?
It is all updated live data, and it says average games that they're going to play is 5.7 games. So I guess 6 games. I don't know. Series win 68%. So that is the low. Basically, the Lakers game is the one you should bet on, and also the Cavs and Hawks, because they think Cavs would win, but it could go either way.
Back up to the Lakers. I'm shocked by this. They're playing Kevin Durant. They're playing a healthy Rockets team. They have home court advantage at crypto. That's it. That's all they have. I'm shocked that they'd be favored 68%.
And LeBron. They got Bronny and LeBron, right?
Durant is better than LeBron at this point. Again, it's J-Dog versus AI. I'm saying go against the Lakers, hit the Rockets in that series. That's crazy.
I just wonder, because it feels like LeBron has said some stuff this season where he doesn't want to play in some markets. He called out a few markets recently where he's like, I don't want to play there.
Memphis, I think he's probably took some strays.
Yeah, I think he's going to probably stay if he wants to. Like, I don't think the Lakers are going to push him aside and say, you can't play here another year, right? Is his contract up this year?
It might be up every year. I think he might look around and say, why did I just go through a playoff run with me and my son and no one else helping me? Maybe there's somewhere else I can go. Injuries suck, but injuries happen at the worst time, and Luka does get hurt from time to time.
Yeah. And also, why didn't Reeves go to Europe with Luka? Why don't they both go get fixed up together?
The U.S. treatment might not be as quick, because if Luka comes back first, Reeves should have gone there too. By the way, Mike, I've had this one in my notes for a few months, but it's relevant today, and only today possibly. Okay. I went to an L.A. Clippers game when I was in L.A. You know this. Yes. The night I won my fantasy football championships, I went crazy and spent money on Clippers tickets.
You're balling out, yeah.
There's something I witnessed at that game, and the Clippers do play in a play-in game tonight against the Blazers. That's why it's actually relevant, because the Clippers are never relevant. Ty Lue, the coach of the Clippers, is not the real head coach of the Clippers. I saw it with my own eyes. Jeff Van Gundy is the head coach of the Clippers. Ty Lue, I'm not kidding, is a figurehead for the Clippers. Okay. Every time the Clippers called timeout at this game, Ty Lue stood there, literally with his hands in his pockets, as Jeff Van Gundy ran the whole huddle, drew up all the plays, told all the guys where to go, the whole thing. Ty Lue, maybe he's in trouble with the NBA over the Chauncey Billups betting scandal. Maybe there are things going on in the locker room with the Clippers. He's there presently. He's not. He's there physically. He's not there as the real head coach of the Clippers.
I kind of like the idea of a figurehead. Like, you are not. It's kind of like London. Like, you're the king of this, but you don't really do anything. There's other people that actually handle all the real business. You are just the figurehead of this team. I kind of like that, but I have no idea how and when this really comes in play, right? Like, if you're a head coach, how much can you really do? Like, how many plays are you everybody probably already knows all the plays. Like,
I don't understand substitutions. That should be something, right?
I know, but it's interesting, because it's very similar to when I think about hockey. It's like, all right, yeah, go out there. We got to play better defense. Clearly, we're letting a lot of goals in, but like, you could maybe come up with a few plays, or you've already practiced all these things already. So like, yeah, let's go run this. But to me, basketball feels so fluid, and maybe it's more of it's hard because I've never played it. I've never played it in like high school. I never played it anywhere. So like, to me, the going up and like, all right, let's go get fouls. We got to go get points here. Like, the slow pace of the game, to me, it doesn't make sense. But to other people that watch a lot of basketball,
NBA is not slow paced. One time at UCF, I went out to go intramural ref a basketball game. And I went to the training session.
Did you know all the rules?
And I left halfway through the training session because my mind was blown at how hard it was going to be to call fouls on people without having a clue what a foul actually is in intramurals. And it got so scary because like, there's so many things. Every substitution, the refs have to like motion to the score table, like the numbers coming in. There's so much that goes into it. And like, being a baseball guy, it's like, oh, it's easy to umpire, call balls and strikes. Basketball, there's so much more that goes into it. That's what I would say.
I agree, but I do think there's like, how much does the head coach really do? Like, he's like, come on, guys, we got to do this. Like, I guess
Do you
I
think he
want to
does
be on
more
the
in
bench
baseball or basketball?
with
head
what?
coach.
With coaching?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't even consider baseball a sport sometimes.
I know, but it's like baseball. They just set the lineup and they're kind of hands off.
Yeah, that's true. I would definitely say basketball for sure. You need a little
More
bit
in
more
game.
coaching. But it's like,
Yeah.
are you really going to be saying something to LeBron or Kevin Durant? Like, what are you going to say to them? Like, come on, guys. You got to play better. You got to shoot better.
But
Like, I think
Bronny, very coachable. A lot to coach up on Bronny.
Bronny needs some coaching, but he's young, right? He's just in the league. He's playing with his. I don't even know how he's an actual NBA player. That's the crazy part to me.
You know how. Nepo baby. SNL and the Lakers. They're both guilty. Mike, I got one stat for you, and I want to hear who else your model is telling us to bet on in the NBA playoffs. But there's an NBA betting stat from this season. Maybe you saw it. Moneyline favorites in the NBA last season, regular season, 853 and 377. Okay, that's what Moneyline favorites went last season. Okay. Now this season that just ended on Sunday, Mike, you're not going to believe this. Moneyline favorites, the exact same record this year, 853 and 377. For the last 2 seasons, if you bet $50 on every Moneyline favorite in the NBA, you would make $23,000 per season.
So you have to bet every game, every night, all year.
Yes. Every Moneyline favorite. They're winning at like 69%, and you're going to make $23,000. This has happened, the exact same record, 853 and 377, 2 years in a row. A lot of people are pointing conspiracies. Does the NBA need it to end up like this? For Vegas, is that the sweet spot? Whatever it is, I am proposing to you, Mike, next NBA season, we both put $25 on every Moneyline favorite, and if it goes like this year, we're both going to win $11,500.
How much money do we need to how much does our bankroll have to be? Because you're going to go through a lot of losses. You're going to need a big bankroll to keep, because a lot of the odds are going to be crazy, right? It's like if let's say the Spurs are playing a terrible team, which I don't even know who, like the Jazz or something.
Yeah.
Are they going, they're going to be what? Like
there's going to be some nights you win like $3 on your $50 bet. But some nights you're going to win $48, and some nights you're going to lose it all. But the shocking thing is how it's exactly the same record 2 years in a row. There's something to it.
Any stats on playoffs with these favorites?
I don't have that. No, I want to go to your AI model for the playoffs.
Okay, well, what games interest you right now? I can give you just a high level. We'll also put
this on. There's a few good series. You mentioned the Cavs and the Hawks. Was it? They're not playing. The Cavs and the Raptors. Is that who you mentioned?
Yes, the Cavaliers and the Hawks.
That was a strong one.
They are predicting, no, this is not a strong one. This is the one that could go 50-50. It is a 66% chance the Cavs win the series. Now, I could go game by game, or we could hone in on a certain series if we want. The most likely is the Pistons to beat the 76ers at an 80% chance for this series.
Now, the Pistons, the 1 and the 2 seed in each conference, don't know who they're playing yet. So we don't know who the Pistons will play for sure. But
so we don't know it's the 76ers.
It could be the Magic. It could be the Hornets.
The Magic right now are matched up with the Celtics on my model.
That's true, but there is a play-in this week that could get jumbled up a little bit. A few series that we do know about are the 3-6s and the 4-5s are locked in. So you talked about Rockets, Lakers already. T-Wolves, Nuggets. One of the interesting series because it's Anthony Edwards, Nikola Jokic. What's that one looking like?
They're giving the Nuggets a 76% chance to win this. Pretty good.
I think that's pretty accurate.
I feel like in this first round, it's pretty much like there's only really 2 series that could go either way, and everything else seems pretty high. Like the Thunder and the Clippers, if that's going to stay how it is, they're giving it all to the Thunder right now, 85% chance.
Yeah, higher. You got to go higher even.
Okay, yeah. So you could bet all these series winners, which would be kind of fun when it comes out. I also have NHL, and I know you're not as into NHL. The Kings are in it.
Starting. You got to hear it.
Playoffs are starting soon. I always feel like the first round of the NHL is not this exact. I don't know. Listen, this model is not fully tested right now. This is a new model built earlier this week. They're given a 99% chance of winning the series to the Avalanche against the Kings. I have game 4 at home against them. I have the Kings tickets. Hopefully they advance, but I don't think
I
the
told
Kings
Mike before the show, I'm afraid it's going to be the Kings' last game of the season. He's going to see him get swept off the ice, maybe some booing as they go in. It could be rough.
So they're just giving it to all the favorites, basically. It's like the Hurricanes are 95% chance to win against the Flyers, the Sabres, 81% chance against the Senators. I mean, this is crazy how high it is. I don't believe it, but the Stars versus the Ducks are giving it to the Stars, 97% chance. The only one that's like kind of up in the air, it's the Knights versus Edmonton. That's 67% chance for the Knights to win the series. So who knows?
We like Vegas. We like the Vegas Golden Knights.
We love a good Vegas team. It's fun. I went to see him once. Great atmosphere, great stadium.
Did you get COVID there?
I did get COVID there. Yeah, it was my first time getting COVID.
One for one at Vegas Golden Knights. Who does the model have winning the Stanley Cup final?
So earlier this, 2 weeks ago, I had the model do it, and it was going to be the Avalanche versus the Lightning in the Stanley Cup final. The Avs winning it by I think it was like 76% chance of winning it. So we'll see if it comes true. I'm really playing around with these models. There's a lot of like great resources that are free online that you can pull in data, and then it calculates it all, does it all. It's great. Took a really long time, but it put it together. So now we're here.
Nice.
Hopefully
we're making money.
Bet all
you're betting the model. I'm betting.
Oh yeah, I'm betting all series winners. That's all I'm doing. Just all series winners straight down the line. Confident
I like
ones,
that. Well,
not the 66%.
In the NBA, I think most favorites will win, including the Rockets as a 5 seed against the Lakers. I do still have what I had 2 weeks ago, which is Pistons, Spurs, NBA Finals.
What did my model have? My model had somebody else, right?
Thunder, Celtics, was it?
Oh yeah. I think so. I got to go back and look.
We'll see. It's an exciting time. Before we go, I have a World Cup update.
Give me World Cup.
I teased it earlier. This is another pain point, Mike. We can't afford to live in this society and attend sporting events anymore. This is a local story for me. New Jersey's NJ Transit is planning to charge more than $100 for return train tickets from New York's Penn Station to MetLife Stadium for FIFA World Cup games. Normal price $13. They're charging more than $100. And as you know, at MetLife Stadium, you can't walk there. You have to take the train or drive. So for everyone in the city, $100 just to get there on top of the astronomical ticket prices.
That's crazy.
It's just like your experience with the Olympics. They are gouging Americans who just want to attend sports and bring their children to things. That's awful.
How do we get there the one time we saw Jets Dolphins years ago? How did we get there?
Did we get there? We walked through the parking lot. There was a tailgate going on. Did we Uber and get dropped off?
I don't think Uber was around then. Was Uber around? I don't think Uber was around. You got a full head of hair. Train? So I know it was a long time ago.
I had a full head 2 weeks ago.
You had a full head 15 years ago for sure. I have no idea how we got there. I don't think we took the train.
We didn't pay $100 for it.
We didn't pay $100.
It's just they're making it so hard to be sports fans. We might have to move countries to be sports fans.
I just think it should be like, give me like an Ikon or Epic pass for like football games. Like, let me see 5 games a year and I get to pick which game I get to go to, and I can go to any city and see it. Like, I would pay money to do that because you're like, oh yeah, I'll go to Vegas and I'll see a game, or I'm in Florida. Maybe I'll see the Bucks play somebody. Wouldn't that be fun?
I like that. That would be great. I don't know how you like divvy it up, and like there's only a certain amount of seats in the stadium, so not everyone can have access to everything.
I know. I think you'd have to almost, I don't know how you do it. It'd almost be, I don't know, but it's a good idea. Like, I think we need to start like having some other packages available for other people because skiing's doing it, but it's also like kind of ruining skiing because they're making everybody pay. And then this year sucked. Like, there was no snow out here this year. Like, barely.
It was all East Coast.
All East Coast. No snow.
It was a little cold winter here. I don't know if you heard.
I did hear, yeah. A lot of snow out there. It rained here yesterday. Random rain.
It's been so hot. Now it's raining.
It's cold now. We're getting down to like the 40s. It's weird weather.
Wait, it's 75 here and it's 40s for you?
Like tonight, I think it's going to get down to the 40s. Yeah. But it's nice. It's like perfect sunny 67 degrees outside right now. That's great.
I played golf this weekend, Mike. I'm officially back.
You're back. You're out. You're out of the DDP. Yeah. You're out of the
place. What I didn't realize is all my friends and neighbors around here have also been in the DDP. Everyone's in such a good mood the last 2 weeks. It's like everyone's like agreeing that everyone was miserable previously. It's really a mind fuck around here.
Yeah. You got to get out of there. You got to get out of the Northeast. Go somewhere else. All right, good show. Check out the Sports Hangover on Substack, on YouTube. the website. We're everywhere. Instagram, TikTok. Follow us and drop us a comment or anything. Hangover Hotline. You can email us at thesportshangoverpodcast@gmail. That's our current Hangover Hotline. Working on a new system. Hopefully soon we'll have something.
NFL draft preview next week, Mike. Come on back for it.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. We'll see what happens. All right, see you. Bye.